On a warm evening in the early 1990s, I had an experience that was like none other in my lifetime, before or since. I was stationed with the U.S. military at Shaw Air Force Base in South Carolina. My wife at the time and I lived in Dalzell near the base. I was taking a nap on our sofa that was close to the front door of a mobile home on a 1-acre lot that we were renting. My wife, who was taking night classes at the University of South Carolina, was returning home. I was awakened by the front door being opened. I looked and saw my wife in the doorway, who appeared to have a calm demeanor. She was unaware that directly behind her was a strange man. He was so close he could have been on her heels. He was about 5'10", 5'11". He appeared not to be wearing any clothes. He was muscular, with a glowing tan and shiny mid-length black hair. He appeared to be about 30 years old. He looked Italian, and he was beautiful, which is an odd way to describe a man, I know, but that was the case. I was very quickly on my feet. I felt an assortment of emotions all at the same time and in a split second. I was perturbed and frustrated with my wife for being so unaware and aloof. I also was scared. And then I was ready to fight. And in pursuit, I ran past my wife, who had stepped just inside. And I ran out onto our front deck. The man was already out of sight, so I ran around the closest corner of the trailer, which had to be where he would have gone. I still didn't see him. I figured he must have hid somewhere close by. I silenced my breathing, and I heard nothing. I mean nothing. I didn't hear another person. I didn't hear a dog barking or a bird. Nothing. There was no vehicle traffic on our dirt road. I didn't see any neighbors. I mean, none of that. And I began a search of where he may have hid. I looked under the car, in the car, under the decks. No underskirting was disturbed. There was really very few places that someone could hide in a time frame of 2 to 3 seconds. I looked anywhere that any human could have made it to hide. And I was very puzzled as to where he could be so quickly. And I was standing in the yard at the end of the trailer, and then I felt a warm wind. It was the perfect temperature. It blew through me. It permeated my every atom. It saturated every entity of my being and existence. It was pure peace. It was an amazing calmness. It was the best feeling I've ever felt. It was indescribable. No other feeling has ever come close to the pleasure and comfort of this euphoric tranquility. And it was then that I received knowledge that what I thought was there to harm my wife was actually sent to protect her. And it wasn't a thought that I had. I didn't hear a voice or anything with my ears. It was simply a fact that was imparted to me. And I walked back inside to my wife, who was puzzled by my spontaneous and hasty exit upon her arrival. And she also verified not being aware of any person other than herself.